Welcome back to the lead. I'm Jake Tapper. When gunshots rang out in San Bernardino, panic and chaos gripped the suburban town. While many were frozen in shock and disbelief, emergency responders rushed victims on stretchers to hospitals where doctors and nurses were on high alert, treating at least 21 victims of the attack. Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Sanjay Gupta, is at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center, one of the local hospitals taking care of the victims at this hour. And Sanjay, you spoke with one ER doctor who's also a volunteer SWAT member?
That's right, Jake. He does both, and I'll tell you, it may sound unusual, but it's becoming more common. A new kind of doctor, a sort of necessary type of doctor, as he explained it to me, because they go in very early, Jake. In this case, he got there even before other members of the SWAT team to try and take care of patients at the scene. And as you well know, Jake, it was still a active scene. So they go in with both medical gear and, as they call it, tactical gear, handguns, assault rifles, in case he needed to protect himself. They also, in addition to doing this sort of work, taking care of patients at the scene, they spend time training SWAT members how to better protect themselves from a medical standpoint, how to make themselves safer. I spent a fair amount of time with him today, Jake. Listen to how he described this one particular teaching point.
Even our tactics are changing right now for law enforcement. We're going sideways, now we go to the front to expose less organ injuries rather than,
That's interesting. So instead of going like
so
this.
So if you go through sideways and the bullet comes through the axilla, it goes through both lung and the heart possibly and comes through the other side. Whereas if you go from the front, now you have a plate that protects your heart and hits one of the lungs or the other, you could still be functional.
And that's fascinating, because you always see people approaching the lower profile. There's a sort of a teaching point there again, Jake, this idea that typically, just the side profile's too vulnerable, so he's going there and teaching them to wear a certain kind of armor and to actually have that be frontally facing. But, it's just an example of what is happening now, this intersection between medicine and, in this case, the SWAT team, in order to do the job they have to do.
It's so tragic that that's the kind of teaching this doctor finds himself doing. Did he describe for you at all what it was like going into the chaotic scenes?
Yeah, he did, Jake, quite a bit. And, it was, as you might imagine, just catastrophic, the types of weapons. This particular doctor was a doctor who was a veteran of the Iran-Iraq War, and he talked about the fact that the same sort of munitions, the same caliber, the same velocity of bullets are the things that he saw back in that war. I don't know that I can or should describe more than that, but you understand what I'm saying here. It was, there were patients who obviously were able to survive this, but these were very, very devastating injuries that he saw. But again, by being there early, even during an active situation, he was probably able to help save lives that would otherwise have been lost.
All right, a war zone in California. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, thank you so much.